I didn't like any story in 3.3. There were some good moments, but for me personally, flaws outweighed any good that was there. First of all, I don't like how his loss was handled. I don't have a problem with him being teleported away. It's about how it was done. Rover went in without plan at all how to deal with him. And after Corrupted Mech was defeated, what was his plan exactly to deal with it? In that moment, whole conflict was resolved solely by Exostrider alone. He just pulled out a spear that able to teleport LF1 for no reason. It didn't have it before, and just saved the day. Why Exostrider didn't send LF1 away when Emmet finished her loop and come back into the past? Space Trek isn't responsible for his teleportation spear. All they did is give him an engine so it can function. And he even said it himself that the engine was poorly made. You can see it from a dialogue. Him receiving a new engine from Space Trek Collective didn't make him stronger. In fact, right now he's supposed to be weaker than he was before. There is no way that Space Trek Collective technology is capable of completely mimicking technology from rover Homeland. The reason why it bothered me so much is because Shorekeeper is there in Lahairoi. She came to help rover, but apparently she didn't do actually anything at all besides something on background that isn't important. The idea to teleport Aleph away is good. I think it's fine. But I see no reason why Shorekeeper isn't involved in this plan at all. She, the only resonator that has Forte with teleportation, you would expect her to be more involved in the plan and plan to exist in the first place because everything was resolved solely by Ghost Rider. Next, I want to talk about is Chisa. What was the point of Chisa at all existing in a story? What was the point of giving her her Forte? It's kind of weird that character that has two abilities that tailor-made to interact with Alifan had literally zero interaction at all with it, never seen it, never even spoke about it probably. Rover never asked a question to Chisa, hey, can you maybe look at it, find it weakness? Can you even see it weakness? We got nothing at all. I know people will say Chisa Forte is unstable, she can easily overclock, and my answer will be that they are in the academy for resonators. They have ASA equivalent in their backyard. Are you seriously saying that it's impossible for an organization like that to create a device that will benefit to all resonators? Besides, Chisa already has somewhat functioning overclock management device. Just give her a more advanced one that allows overclock for a minute or how much they feel like will be balanced. It's been 20 years, and I think Chisa easily can receive an upgrade for her device that's supposed to be already outdated technology anyway. Another thing is that this whole academy doesn't feel like it's academy full of resonators, more like academy full of astrophysicists and researchers, at least in MSQ. Actual resonators here are afterthought. From this point on, whatever they do with Chisa will be too late, since Trinodian was sent away, probably to backyard of another civilization to deal with. Hey, as long as it isn't our problem, it's fine. The only case I can see Chisa being brought back is for some reason they need to cut connection between Denia and Trinodian, and she can use her Forte, but well, no, it's not gonna happen. There are bigger chances that we receive ReZero collab with Chisa as a focus than her doing anything meaningful in the story. Next is Hiyuki. Her story was fine, but I have a problem with whole wishing nonsense. They keep adding these stupid, nonsensical abilities that doesn't fit in WoW lore, the same as Yuno sacrificing her ability to see future, which on itself begs the question, what is the source of that ability to see the future in the first place? And how she exactly sacrificed it to get power boost to her existing Forte, that is just creating arrows from frequencies. She undergoes some ritual or pray really hard or what. Nobody knows how she get that power up. Everyone just agrees, nodding head. It said, yeah, that's how it works. None of these abilities are related to Forte in any way. They just ask Pool to either extend the story or just emotionally bait in case of Hiyuki. None of that life expectancy nonsense will ever matter. They already did it with Chun-Li and it led to nowhere. And isn't it way too convenient? She just discarded her future where she became a Trinodian resonator. Can she discard every future where she lose all hope and that way always stay strong-willed? This ability is inconsistent, imbalanced, and has no proper roots in lore. And I personally don't understand what it actually means to discard her becoming a Trinodian resonator. If she tries to become one now, what will happen? Will she just explode or get an error message or what? And of course, it's never specified how much she actually lose her life expectancy. Whether sacrificing her potential future will automatically eat up her life expectancy, or these are two separate sacrifices. None of it matter anyway. They should just make her a normal shrine maiden was woman without the whole wishing nonsense. Sealing Trinodian can be done with her forte. Another thing is something weird in description of her forte, because it's stated that her forte is directly linked to a Suzu, but in a flashback we can see that she already has Tacit Mark, while her sister is still a shrine maiden. So that would mean that she had to have some kind of forte ability on her own without Suzu, but it's never stated what it actually is. I heard somewhere that Resonator Awakening can happen because of an item, but I'm pretty sure there was never a case where you need to constantly hold item next to you for Resonance ability to work. Hyuki now is the only exception where she need to drag around this Suzu for her forte to work for some reason. The only way I can see it working if everyone in her family undergo awakening through Suzu, but only Shrine Maiden carries it with her to use ability, and the rest is just without ability, just there to inherit Suzu when previous Shrine Maiden dies. But that's just my headcanon. They were never explained properly how this all actually works. They just probably want to have Shrine Maiden with this sacrifice ability just to emotion bait everyone. 3.3 for me at least felt like they had a bunch of pieces to work with, but they choose to just ignore existing solutions like Chisa and Shorekeeper and just added new nonsense that doesn't make any sense. Like Exostrider was able to teleport Ternodian this whole time, and Hyuki sacrifice has no consequences. Exostrider teleport can be replaced with Shorekeeper since she already there. She just need to tinker with the sword that was always there next to Exostrider that was deactivated. The biggest dissatisfaction I have with the story is the fact that they had no plan at all how to deal with Alefan, despite the character that can be used to solve this problem already there. And at the end, they act like Space Trek Collective and everyone involved in this whole plan was the reason they succeeded. But sure, they did crucial job of giving engine to Exostrider, but without Spear, there won't be any solution to Alefan. They just make Rover reckless and stupid because he had zero plan at all. What would he done without that Aspul or Spear? Nothing. And they try to retcon that Exostrider was actually always capable of teleporting Aleph-1 by changing what he done in the past with him. Instead of just pushing him through Strider Hate and sealing it away, he apparently sent part of the Aleph-1 away with this spear attack when he was in the process of pushing it away. I know what it's supposed to mean. Does this mean now that there is two Aleph-1s? Because what does this mean to send part of the black hole separately from the main body? Will it still remain its properties, absorb everything, but just on lower scale for now until it grows bigger? But they probably will never answer this question because it just serves to retcon that he actually had the spear all the time. Anyway, that's it. Tell me in the comments if I miss something crucial or I'm factually wrong. I don't claim to be a lore expert or something. I just paying moderate attention to the story, and I just like story to make sense in the world they exist in.